And we're back. Just right where we left off. So I think we need to save up some funds, keep the dividend pumping money into our bank account to increase our own personal net worth, and also possibly get rid of some of this debt. Because obviously I just bought 25,000 shares, so that's like 1 million. At least. Probably more like 2 million, to be honest, so yeah. But I mean, we're still in economic prosperity, so things are still okay. Next up will be Reykjavik, though I don't really know what's there. There's a tool and die, but it's... Is there actually any aluminium on the map? There's 2 loads of aluminium. Where is aluminium coming from? Oh, okay. Port in Reykjavik turns clothes into aluminium. That's really weird. So there's some aluminium just poking around in Reykjavik. At the low cost of 174. 170. Yes, it's not even profitable to haul it. That's so stupid. But I mean, on the other hand, it does accept plastic, which is being produced in Husavik. There's not really much. There is actually a toy factory though, which is stealing the plastic. Toys are being made here at 299, and then they're demanded in Akureyri for 340. So I don't know. But if we do connect to Reykjavik, then it is easier to connect to like Ralfarhofen, etc. So build something like that, and then connect up like that, and then just keep going along here, and then eventually we will make it to Djupavoga. That will be the last city we connect to. And so long as we do it before 1990, we're okay. In terms of haulage, we're just about to hit 3,000 loads. So, yeah. So this may be a bit of an issue, the haulage, which will mean that we get bronze, and therefore all my net worth malarkey will be for nothing. Not ideal. But, for now, let's try and get to Reykjavik. Will a large station work like... Yes, it will. Lovely. Because I didn't actually build that track planning for a station. Oops. Just build maintenance there as well, and that'll work. And then... Toys... Passengers, no one must go... Akureyri might be better, you know. Rather than Husavik itself. Akureyri is just such a good city overall. It's really profitable going north like this. I mean, don't get me wrong, I think like Kirkjubø, Ljarkloster and Vik, they are good cities, but you don't want to go much further than that. Hjørund's just not worth it, considering how far you'd have to go to get there. And also, these diesels are actually quite good, so you could probably do this quite easily with just diesels. Like, electric's kind of not really necessary at this moment. Bump up the dividend. So we're in prosperity. Share price is starting to drop a bit. Hopefully it picks up again. It's only $49 at the moment. Although the stock did split, I believe. Economic boom fading. Yeah, the stock split starts in 1975. So next stop, though it is a long, long way away, Ralfarhöfen. Terrain should be fairly straightforward, and then come along the coast to Pershofen and Bakkafjordur. More dividend, please. Share price is still dropping because they're not happy with us. That could have been a boom year though, so it's hard to say. How are we doing for haulage? Last year we hauled 350 loads. And we still need like 12,000. So really, we should be hauling about 1,000 loads on average from here on out. So how do I get more loads? More trains, obviously. From where to where? I don't know. Where is just stuff kicking around? There's a shitload of stuff in Hella, so surely we can do something in Hella. What's this brewery doing? Making money. Everything around here seems to be making money. So surely there's something we can do in Hella. Vic to Hella could be good. Get another train going from there to there. Probably already got a train doing that. But I mean, just doubling up trains as well, like, as long as it doesn't get too congested. Why not? Hella to... Wow. Really profitable to haul cheese. Hella to Kopervoga. Just hauling general crap. Seems profitable enough. Selfoss, what you got for me? Just random garbage and stuff in general. Selfoss to Reykjavik. I don't know where all these cars are coming from. There's cars being supplied in Keflavik, actually. Keflavik is getting pretty damn big. There's troops that want to go between Reykjavik and... Yeah, let's get another train from Keflavik to Reykjavik. I think we've already got one of those, but let's get another one. Waiting for track to clear. Yeah. I mean, these trains are actually quite quick. At 61 miles an hour. They've reduced the dividend even more. Normal economic growth. It's not going to be good for me. So maybe we could double up some of our track. Just a weird thing about this game is that if you've got a track that you're doubling up and then you build a train on it... Sorry, if you've got a train going on single track and you double it up, the train stops, so it's actually better to double track up when the game is paused. And therefore it doesn't affect the train. Much, if at all. Okay, that's a lot of passengers. How many industries doing? This textile mill is barely making money anymore. This textile mill, though, is making an absolute fortune. What about hotels and stuff? This hotel's actually not making money. That's in Vic itself. Yeah, Vic isn't very good for like hotels and stuff. Oh well. Right, let's put the dividend back up. That is a good train if you can handle the maintenance. Jesus Christ, that is so expensive to maintain. But it's very fast and very good. Oh, train crashed. Between Borganes and Reykjavik. So yeah, just replace that. So these are dropping because the share price is dropping. Because we're in normal economic growth, so we're not making as much money as we would do normally. And therefore the dividends increased. Or decreased, rather. We do need to start... But how are we doing for haulage now? 350... Nah. We just need more haulage. I don't know where you can... I don't know where we're going to get 15,000 loads from. I genuinely don't know how we're going to get 25 million in net worth either. That's another thing. I mean, last year we hauled 400. This is an improvement. It says 30 years or less. We've used 18. So I don't know if we get until January 1990 or December or January 1991. So 12 years or 13 years, and we need 11,500. Oh god. I can't take out any more bonds. It's quite brutal, this scenario. The bronze goal is fairly straightforward. 15,000 loads. I know it's going to be. I know it's doable because I know people have got gold on this scenario, but it is hard. Right, do I have enough money to get to Ralfjarhöfen? No, is the simple answer. Damn it. Can I not build around this big hill? I can, but I need a bridge, so that's sort of okay. Oops. And we're out of cash. Okay, that's a bit of a bend. But it works. HST, incredibly expensive, hates hills, good good stats. Passengers like it. We're never going to use that. Right, anyway, we made it to Raufjarkirchen. I need maintenance and service and whatnot. Just looking. Could go to Husavik. Or we could go to Akureyri. Husavik might be better. There's not a whole lot here. What's actually in Husavik? Not a great deal, but start in Husavik and just go here. And then also actually do another train. It'll be starting in Akureyri and doing that. There we go. But we're doing in maintenance and service. So we're okay that regard. Let's build it here. And then let's build another one here. So we're in economy normal. So the share price has dropped a fair bit. If we get another boom, then my net worth is going to fly. What's 50%? 288,000. So we need another 71,000 shares. Yeah, it's not really a good idea to buy shares at the moment because the share price just keeps dropping. And I think it's possibly just because we're not making enough profit, and also because the economy is not doing very well, and the dividend's low at the moment. So why don't we have a few? Oh god, recession. I was going to say, why don't we have a while to just save up some money and maybe have a think about what we're going to do. Because we don't want to get to poor Schurfen. There is an oil refinery here, but it's not really doing much. The electric plant here is sort of stealing some oil. It's not really profitable to haul the oil though, that's another thing. So Raufjarkirchen to Porsurfen, there's not really a lot going to be hauled. Bakkafjordur is a bit better. Because we can haul grain there. Alcohol can be hauled just to and from there. Dividend is good. But we are in a recession, which is obviously not good. How are we doing for haulage? Still only hauling like 400 loads a year, obviously. Yeah. I think, honestly, we're going to get bronze. And that's depressing. But it's realistic, because that 15,000... Oh, they just keep cutting the salary even more. They're just fed up with us because of the recession. It's not helping. I think because of these load goals... This load goal is just brutal. I don't know how you're meant to do that. And the net worth goal is... I don't know. Maybe I just need to be a lot more aggressive. So I could even, like, let's just buy 50,000. Not 50,000. Right, there we go. We now own just a bit over 50% of the company. Let's bump up the dividend a bit. I mean, if it goes... Yeah, I was going to say, if it goes into depression, we're fucked. But if it goes back into just like normal economy and then maybe even prosperity, then we're good. And that's what it's done, so that's good. Just going to save the game. Not going to create a new part, but I'm going to save the... Actually, no, I'm not. Simply for recording purposes, if I save the game and then it crashes, then that's bad. Unless it somehow saves the video. Right, they've reduced the dividend again because they're twats. But the share price will increase again. Although saying that, that bump could just be because I bought a load of shares. Probably more likely that that's the case. Can I build along the coast here? Maybe. Wow, that is nasty. Where? Well, Porschofen's over there. It's a nasty gradient there, but then the rest of it's actually okay. He says. Yeah, nasty hill there. In terms of if we build round like that, that might be a better idea. Yeah. And then somehow will it let me build a steel bridge? Yeah, no, not really. Annoyingly, Porchoven is sort of on a hill, which is also itself along a river. So go with wooden bridges. I don't know how I'm going to do this. That sort of works. And then we can almost get to Bakkafjordur. Well, that's a job for another day. Right. Medium station doesn't cover everything, so large. That. Ooh. Profitable to haul the diesel. And there are some passengers. Meat is profitable. There's a lot of grain. Right. This is good. Just a surprisingly local train. We are going to need maintenance and service, etc. Right. So next stop, Bakkafjordur. The dividend will go to 0 because we've got no money. Yeah, this is spending the dividend. Yeah, we now have minus 4.5 million in actual physical cash. That's not good. This is why I need dividends. I've reduced it again. But we are the majority shareholder. We own more than 50% of the company, which is good. So long as the economy stays in normal prosperity and ideally prosperity, but let's actually just get up to Bakkafjordur. I am actually a bit wary that we only have about 10 years to get to Djupavoga. And that's not a long time, really. Oops. So obviously we don't have enough money to do all this, but I'm just thinking about track and how I want to. Yeah. A lot of winding valleys and whatnot. Oh well. Right, get rid of that track. Keep this track. Build a big station. Really? Right, back a Fjordur. Again, we're going to go back a Fjordur to Ralfjarhjöfen. Right, how much cargo is just lying around, not being used up? And where can we ship it to, if anywhere? So I could even go for Fjordur and Akureyri. Ralfjarhjöfen and Akureyri. Because we've got to get that haulage up. Profit's all well and good, but we need that haulage in the Suspend the Dead End Bastards. A lot of stuff in like Husavik. Some passengers, some milk, etc. Grain, passengers and mail, cattle, clothes, passengers. So Husavik to Sauderkröder, like that. Akureyri's just got a shit ton lying around. Cars aren't as profitable to haul anymore. There's a lot of alcohol in Bordieri. Where's Bordieri? It's way the hell over there. Clothes. Cars. Cars want to go to Skagerstrand. And Sauderkröder. Grain, toys. So let's go Akureyri to Skagerstrand. And then also another one to Sauderkröder. Okay, it's not hauling a lot, but every little helps, and we've got to increase our haulage, or else we're going to be stuck with bronze. As long as it's profitable, it's okay. Right, the Red Devil, that is so expensive to maintain. Passengers like it, it's fast and it's good on flat lands, but it's so expensive to maintain that we're never going to use that. Right, bump up the dividend again. Yeah, if you look at territories, the whole map is just Iceland. Which is to be expected. It'd be a bit daft if, like, bits of Iceland... It was like Iceland East, Iceland West. That would make it even harder. What might have been a nice touch is if they made a separate territory for the yokels, so you know exactly where not to build. And obviously, you'd have access to it, but if it was like... if you build anywhere in that, so it's like a clearly defined boundary. Although I'm fairly sure that it is just anywhere that's like this white sort of terrain. It doesn't actually say... Does it say? Stay out of the glaciers, your big white blocks. They are unstable and may destroy your trains and tracks. I'm kind of curious to see what would happen if you did do that, but... we're not going to do that. We'd only do that if like gold was guaranteed, which it isn't by any means. Right. Do I have enough money to get to Vopnafjordur? Annoyingly as well, once we come out of Vopnafjordur, there's the big question of how on earth am I going to get to Burgarfjordur if we are, Seydisfjordur if we are, and then Eskilfjordur if we are, Reyðarfjordur. There's still a long, long way. We've only got like 8 years to do all this. All of these town names end in Fjordur because they're coastal. I'm guessing, at least. Would make sense. Fjord. Bit of a gradient, but that's kind of inevitable. There's always going to be gradients. Plus, in fairness, our trains can handle gradients, so whilst not ideal... Oh god, just... Okay. Build a big station there. They've reduced the dividend. A lot of wool flying around. Holy hell. This port is the same as every other port. So, clothes aren't very profitable to haul. Meat supplied in Bakkafjordur. Alcohol, passengers, Bakkafjordur is the way to go. So, Vopnafjordur to Bakkafjordur. Gonna need maintenance and service. Build that, like, here. Okay. Dividends okay at the moment. Right, how are we doing for haulage now? So last year we hauled 500. Still not good enough. We need to haul 10,000 loads, and we only have 8 years to do it. At least the economy is in normal status and not like recession or something. Holy crap, how the fuck am I going to do this? Aha! Have you seen this mountain? Just to tunnel through that mountain would be like 3 million. Actually, that's cheaper than I thought it was going to be. Could do that. Save up 3 million and then tunnel through to there. Bugafjordur, there's not really a whole lot going for it. And holy crap, all this terrain is horrible. Haha. Yeah, damn it, Iceland. Staying well away from the glacier. The glacier is miles away, so we don't have to worry about that so much. Right, that is long and convoluted but flat. And we're going to need more money as well, obviously. How's the share? The share price just keeps going up and down, up and down. How the fuck am I going to get this to 25 million? Like, really? Would that work along there? Maybe, probably not. Let's just try it. Okay, won't let me undo anymore. Actually does work, if you ignore the nasty gradient there. Come back on ourselves. Don't know exactly how we're going to get to Bugafjordur. Right, here's my almanac. Neutral about our performance salary remained the same. Last year we hauled 524 loads. Share price slowly falling but Possibly picking up again. Growing prosperity, that is actually good. That is very nice. I do believe there is a bonus, though, for getting to Jupervoga, so we kind of want to get to Jupervoga as soon as we can. I think the bonus is actually more in terms of net worth rather than, like, company cash. How the fuck am I going to get to Bergafjordor, or do I just ignore it completely? I can't really ignore it. That's the problem. Oh my goodness, how the fuck am I going to do this? Oh my god, this is awful terrain. Alternatively, I'll just come round here and then go into Jupervoga directly like that. But I've actually already accepted all this track. Oh my god. Why did I do that? I might be a massive numpty. Because this is going to be like 2 million to tunnel through. Building through all this garbage. That is so nasty. Will it even let me build a station as well? I'm so glad this isn't electrified. Can you imagine how much this would cost if it was electrified as well? With, like, stone bridges as well. I dread to think. Right, well, we made it. It's awful. But we made it to Bergafjordor. This better be worth it. Clothes. Profitable. Some passengers want to go to and from Vopnafjordur. There's a shitload of wool, which we could actually ship to Bergafjordur itself. Right, okay, so maintenance and service will need to be sorted out, don't get me wrong, but priorities first. And I think just because that's such a long track, we're going to get a same train in the opposite direction. Once we get 200,000. Yeah, let's suspend the dividend. Okay, this is going to need more in terms of maintenance and service. Let's just build one here, here. And then maybe another one like here. That should be okay. Boom times! Yay! So things should start to look up a bit. Still though, we only have like 7 years. We still need like 8,000 loads, so we need to really be hauling like at least 1,000 loads per year. It's just not happening. It's just not going to happen. And this is actually run out of sand, so let's build service here. Service here as well, because those are some fairly nasty gradients, especially here. Jesus, the train just doesn't move. And it's okay on hills, it's just obviously with no sand, it's nasty. Let's suspend the dividend again, but the share price is going to start increasing. So salary is increasing again. God knows how we're going to get into Seydisfjordur. Demand for weapons. The weapons aren't. Well, there's weapons in Jupervoga, I suppose. And maybe come round, like, build along here. Yeah, actually it does work. So the hard work was already done for us by getting to Bergafjordur itself. So that's actually kind of nice. How we're going to get to Eskilfjordur, I have no idea. Reyðarfjörður, maybe we can come round along this lake and then through this valley. Wow, these hills are not going to be nice. A big station. I kind of want to build a station like that, but obviously it's not letting me. Train 17 has crashed. Oh dear. We've reduced the dividend again. Actually, that does work. We miss a church, but that's not vital. Okay. So, Seyðisfjörður, I've probably missed like some service towers as well. Well, they're saying that at present, no train requires sand or oil, which is nice. What's in Bergafjörður that we can haul? Alcohol, clothes. Wow, they're profitable. Not milk. Where is weapons? Nowhere. But yeah, so there's no maintenance here, so we could actually just build a maintenance here as well. That actually possibly makes the gradient a bit easier. Suspend the dividend, and then get a train from here to here, starting Bergafjörður. It is going to have to go uphill annoyingly as well. Right, so haulage, yeah, haulage is going to let us down. Obviously, net worth is going to let us down as well, but in the last year of the scenario, we can always just like buy back a shit ton of stock and pump up the dividend and just try and pump up the net worth. But it's only worth doing if we get to 15,000 loads, otherwise it's just not worth doing. Because if you watch the Macdo Tomato Latvia scenario, Latvia is a scenario I've downloaded, but I'm a bit reluctant to play it now that he's done it. That seems like a really brutal scenario as well, and he only got bronze, and he played on easy, I believe. But the reason being is that he was so close to gold, but he couldn't get the silver requirement, which involved cheese. So if he got the cheese, he would have actually got gold, but because the silver required the cheese, he failed the silver, therefore he failed the gold, and he got bronze. Which is disappointing for him, obviously. So it's debatable whether the 15,000 loads or 25 million is harder. I'm actually glad that 25 million is the gold, though, because net worth is generally a bit of a bitch in these sort of games. As I said, I do not like net worth. Right, if I could just get up here, then... No, that's nasty, whichever way you look at it. It's always worth remembering when building track where the town is, to think about where the quickest route into a town is. So I mean, coming in like that is actually okay. We just need about 500,000 more in terms of cash. So we are in an economic boom, so the share price will increase, and we are making a good chunk of cash now, though not as much as last year for whatever reason. Right, that is a nasty hill. There's no easy way to actually sort of Because it's sort of all around, there's no actually like nice rotation where I can see everything. Yes. There's no easy way to avoid this damn hill. And don't forget that once we get to here, we do kind of need to build out of here as well. Though I don't know how. Unless we potentially build along here and then build through to here and then, oh my, it's actually not too bad. There is a route round here to Jupavoga. Does mean of course that all these cities end up basically becoming terminals rather than like through fairs. Okay, I'm wondering if I build a station, is that going to flatten the hill out? Maybe build the station first. Right, the station there would cover everything. I want to build a station there, but obviously it's not letting me. I mean, if we get a bit of a hill, we get a bit of a hill. I think that's kind of an inevitability around here. Oh, if I actually just made things worse. That is stupidly bad. Oh my god. This is horrible, because I like building in mountains and whatnot. I like the challenge, but at the same time, it's just the track ends up being so horrible. That's about as good as it's going to get. That's actually not too bad. If I build a service there, that's about the same. Right, Rydafjordur. I don't think we're ever going to... Can we even get to Eskilfjordur? Not really. There's flat land round here, so maybe it'd be doable. We'd have to tunnel through. Yeah, tunneling through would be the easiest option. Yeah, I can't see us ever getting to Eskilfjordur, which is a bit of a shame. Oops. Bit of a shame because there's a port, but there's not really much else. That is unprofitable. That's unprofitable. Right, there's only actually passengers here. No one wants to go to here. So we could just get a local train between Rydafjordur and Bergafjordur. So build the maintenance as well. That's flattened that, but it's actually increased that, so that's not too bad, I suppose. Yeah. And put on a dining car as well. Okay, so haulage. Last year was 576. We're not going to hit this haulage goal. We've got 6 years at best to hit 8,000 loads. We're going to get to Jupavoga, but barely. And then this net worth ain't going to happen either. Unless this boom lasts for an incredibly long time. I think I'm going to have to build something along the lines of round here. And that's going to be bloody expensive in itself. So yeah, it looks like we're going to get bronze. At least the company is profitable. Diesel's definitely seen the way forward. Because there's not a great deal of... Well, there is Express. Oops. On the map. Yeah, there is Express, but... The main thing is just... The main thing is actually seemingly freight. Get another train from Hella to Kovaroga, because that seems profitable. Right, let's try and connect to... I don't think we can build along this coast, can we? It's probably... No, it's just too steep. Game won't even really let us tunnel through. It's just not worth it either, really. So... try and get to Jupavoga. Oh. Economic boom fading. Damn. Right, I'm just going to save it and create a new video part. Where is game? Yeah, save. Create new video part, so see ya.